Hi there, I hope you're doing okay wherever you are. I now have Microlocs. Yay! After 3 years of deciding, I now have Microlocs. I'm gonna be chatting about my experience with them so far. It's been 3 months, as well as pros and cons. So if you're interested, then stay watching. Why I decided to get Microlocs? I was tired of fighting my natural hair. I was tired of constantly always detangling my hair. I still wanted to stay natural. I didn't want to go relax or become a straight natural, anything like that. I still wanted to embrace my kinks, my curls, but I wanted a style that had a very simple wash day routine, a very simple everyday maintenance routine. That's where I decided on Microlocs. Now I have tried the normal traditional locks, but I found that for that stage in between installation and having fully adult mature locks was very awkward for me. I found myself having to style my hair and then put too much tension on my hair. So I was looking for a way to lock my hair, but that in between stage is still a hairstyle on its own. When I was on TikTok a lot last year, I saw a lot of videos on Microlocs, on sister locks, and about 2 or 3 years ago, I'd already started seeing Microlocs, but TikTok is what exposed me to it a lot. It even exposed me to South African microloctician, if you can call it like that, places in South Africa where I can get the locks installed, have them maintained. Let's talk about the installation process. I did my research and I found that the interlock method, the end-to-end interlock method, would be the best method for me. When I was researching on YouTube and also on TikTok last year, I found that those people that chose either a braid startup or a two-strand twist installation method, they experienced a lot of unraveling, a lot of untwisting during the process. But I found that those that went with the interlocking end-to-end method were able to minimize the slippage and the unraveling that can take place while your locks are maturing. Initially, I wanted to get them installed at a hair salon, but they were charging me around 4,000 to get them installed for the length of my hair as well as the size that I wanted. I wanted very skinny locks. I found a lady on Instagram who was working from her own home, so that meant she was more cheaper. Now I feel like I got what I paid for. I paid around 1,500 or 2,000, somewhere there, but it was less than 2,000. I feel like I got what I paid for. I knew that she would be working at her own home. I knew that she was working alone, at most with one other person. I knew that with the size that I wanted, it would take 2 days, which it did. I knew that I wasn't going to a certified microloctician or whatever you want to call it. I knew I was getting pretty much a DIY microlock installation, but done by somebody else. So I knew very well that at most I would get a perfect straight line and perfect side partings and a perfect middle part, but I wouldn't get those clean lines, those clean grids that you get if you go to a certified microloctician or a hairstylist or a hair salon. So I knew what I was getting myself into when it came to that, and I really didn't mind, and I got what I paid for. I got what I paid for and I got what I expected. If you are in the Johannesburg area, the ladies in Midrand, I'll leave on my screen her Instagram name and you can go and check her out and direct message her if you're interested in installing Microlocs. About the installation process, I mentioned it took 2 days. The first day I was there from 9 a.m. I left at around 5 p.m. The second day I was there from 9 a.m. again and I left at 8 p.m. So that's how long it took, and it was 2 of them that were working. But on the first day it was mostly one person who was working on my hair because it was a Friday. And then on the Saturday, both of them, the lady who owns the company, the lady whose business this is, and somebody else, I think it's an assistant hairstylist, they were both working on my hair at the same time. Because I didn't go to a hair salon, I had to make sure that my hair was washed and blow dried. So I came with clean hair, blow dried, stretched hair, and that's what they worked on. I don't know how many locks I have. We didn't get enough time to count them, and I'm also not interested in counting them. So far, none have fallen out or unraveled. Every day, all I do is spray some water over it to moisturize it, just to lightly hydrate it. Then I also go in with a jojoba oil. Sometimes I will add drops of, so I'll decant a little bit of that jojoba oil into a container, add 2 to 3 drops of some tea tree oil, because I realized that I was experiencing dry scalp, and I'll just lightly apply that to the hair and my scalp. And that's pretty much it in terms of daily maintenance. There hasn't been much that I did between the installation and my first retie. Now onto my first retie, I didn't go to the same lady that I installed my Microlocs at. I went to another salon, the initial salon that I was supposed to go to for the installation. So this lady's retie price is around 900, and you have to come with washed hair. She doesn't wash your hair. But with this salon, it's called Nubian Crown, I believe. Nubian Crown in Hyde Park. I'll also leave the name of the salon on the screen. If you are in the Joburg area, that's a perfect place to go to. They charge 650 Rand for a retie, and includes a wash, conditioner, the actual retie, and then a style afterwards if you prefer. The retie session was in and out. I thought I'd be there for like 5 hours or something like that, because I know how many that I had a lot of locks on my hair. I went for tiny locks, but it didn't take long. I got there 12:10. My appointment was supposed to be at 12, but I got there 12:10. We were done by 20 to 2. We were done by 20 to 2. I came in, she washed my hair, conditioned it, and then we sat down. She started interlocking. The lady at the salon who was doing my hair, her name Kimbali, but because she works in a salon where there are other hairstylists, she started off on my hair. Within 30 minutes, other colleagues in between their appointments, they also joined in and helped her. So I believe that's why the process went by faster. And I also know that if I had done my installation at them, it would have only taken 8 hours. I don't think it would have taken 2 days, and they were very fast. They use a crochet needle to do their reties, and I believe to do their installations. They were very quick. They could do it in their sleep. They was like I was like, what the hell? Why they move fast? But I will say, if you are tender-headed, the Microloc retie sessions may not be for you. There isn't that much tension, but there is some pulling and tugging on your scalp and on your hair, especially if it's 2-3 people working on you at the same time, you know. So be mindful of that. If you don't like too much tension on your hair, if you're tender-headed, if you don't like getting braids on your hair, you might not enjoy the every 6 weeks Microloc retie sessions. You might not like it because there is some tugging and some pulling. It's not too much. There isn't too much tension where I'd say over time it'll cause breakage of your hair, especially around your hairline. But if you're tender-headed, do be mindful of that. She also mentioned, Mbali, when I was at my retie session, also mentioned that if I decide to get braids, I should use very light braiding hair. So she mentioned spring twists, she mentioned passion twists, she mentioned that those hairstyles use fiber that is very light. Because we have Microlocs, they're quite fragile. They're not as strong as traditional locks because they're much smaller. Traditional locks are much bigger, so they can withstand all that tension and all that weight from the braided hair. She also said that crochet styles are better for us, for people with Microlocs. So crochet locks, is also an option that you should consider if you decide to get braids. If you're watching this video and you want to get microlocks, you're interested, I will say that microlocks are not for everyone. Locks are actually not for everyone. If you are a natural and you're considering getting locked, ask yourself certain things. If you enjoy sleek hairstyles, you enjoy visible length going downwards, if you're always doing this to your hair, or you always have it stretched out so that people can see, like for me right now, if I stretch out my hair, it comes up here, but when it's not stretched out, it's here. So if I was that person where I like visibly showing off length, lock hairstyles are not for you. I feel like lock hairstyles are for those naturals that are into their kinks and coils. So if you don't enjoy your natural hair in that kinky, nappy, kafarara state, if you can't embrace it in that state and you don't enjoy having it most of the time in that state, you will suffer. You will not enjoy locks, because you need to be okay with your hair looking like this and being like this pretty much all the time. You can't straighten it, you can't blow dry it, you can't slick it down with the gels. But the pros, there are many pros. You save money, maintenance is easy, wash days are a breeze. It is a hairstyle in its own. Microlocks for me are the most versatile over traditional locks, over freeform locks. I can't wait for the journey, and I want to embrace every stage of my lock journey. I don't just want to embrace it when I get to the mature stage when my locks are longer. No, when my locks are fuller, no. I want to start embracing it from the beginning, from now. And I feel like having microlocks has given me the opportunity to be able to embrace every stage of the lock process and not just wait for when they mature. Alright, so I really hope this video was helpful in your decision to get microlocks. If you are on the fence, I hope this video was very helpful. If you want to see more microlock videos, please do let me know, and I'll be sure to create it. I'll be sure to document my journey. I'll be sure to show you what I'm doing to maintain them. Have a beautiful day further, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.